Hey guys, can you hear me? Hi guys. I'm just waiting um for Chief to come on, and also my special guest is coming on. You guys are going to be surprised. Hi Pete. Sorry guys, I'm just eating like a french fry. Just woke up a little bit ago. I'm not feeling good today. Oh, look, one of my guests is calling now. Hello, special guest.
How you doing?
Say hello. Hey guys, guess who's joining us right now?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Can you guys hear him?
How you doing, Maria?
I'm okay. No, and I'm not feeling too good today, buddy. But thank you for coming on. Surprise!
You're welcome.
Surprise, everyone. Look, they're all excited. Can you see it?
Oh, what's that? Trying to find your video.
My brother is gonna
Yeah,
give
I
an
see it.
update. I gotta say something though, Majid. First, I was very disappointed yesterday with some people. I don't think anybody on YouTube could play a recording live. Um, you know what I mean, speaking with a banker. And I got a lot of negativity for it, which I was very disappointed about. And it truly hurt my feelings. So I've decided I'm not gonna do that again. And
I mean,
I'm
that's your
just
live show. You can do whatever you want. Who doesn't like it, they can go F themselves.
I know it was just very upsetting, honestly. And I try my best to help you all out. And you know what I mean? Just to get that kind of response is just truly disappointing. So I'm just not, because that recording was clear and people wanted to talk smack. And I'm just trying to help you all out here, and it just really wasn't fair. So I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I just want to say
No,
that.
do it. I mean, some people. But wait, Maria, some people actually deserve it. Deserve to know the truth. The one who doesn't like it, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, but when you try to do stuff for people and you don't feel good and you still try to do stuff and they still want to come on, or they want to come on and leave comments like they know it all. Well, then have your own channel and act like you know it all. You understand what I'm saying? Don't come on here talking about I know this and I know that, because you don't. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Whatever. And anyway, if you guys want, let me just talk about Caleb and Brown for a second. I'm just very, like, I'm just very disappointed in people, truly. Oh, Majid, did you hear Mike Barr is collecting money for his tooth root canal?
The weirdest guy I've ever seen in my life.
Right, I know. It's like crazy.
The
Like,
most
dude,
creepy piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
it's just, but anyway, guys, if you want to keep your crypto safe and have it blocked by a firewall, you want to have your own personal broker, and you want to be with a reputable brokerage, contact Caleb and Brown using my link, which is in the description of this video. Anyway, I'm done with my rant, and Majid, I'll let you give an update. Go ahead. I'm not really.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
You just give them an update as to what's going on, and in your opinion, like when is this, and then while we're waiting for Chief is gonna come on. Oh, multi-choice, stop being negative, Maria. It doesn't help. Well, how about other people stop being negative in my chat? Maybe they're not stop. I'm tired of just always, letting things slide. Like, I'm just done. Go ahead, Majid. Just talk, please. I'm over it.
If the cabinet, if tomorrow the Iraqi government has to finish the work, the committee has to finish the work tomorrow, and by Tuesday they have to give it to the cabinet, and the cabinet has to make the final decision on the transportation price between Kurdistan and Iraq for oil. I think they have to do it on the like the real the new rate. So they have to. I think tomorrow they have to change the rate. That's my opinion. So on Tuesday they can agree on the transportation price.
Uh-huh. Plus, I
On the
think
new rate.
didn't they finalize the HCM, Majid?
No, I haven't. I haven't actually read that. I've been busy for the last few days. Haven't looked up anything. I'm still trying to catch up on the news from other accounts. Yeah, but I haven't seen anything.
Hold
By
on.
the way, next week,
Uh-huh.
I think early next week, either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, the war gonna break in Iraq. No, it's gonna start. I think between Israel and Iran, the second round, and Iraq will be dragged into the war to defend Iran, and then Israel will bomb every militia in Iraq to bring down the Iranian regime out of Iraq to clear it out.
And before that, the rate has to show, right?
Yeah, I don't think they can handle any more devaluation in their currency, because any country that gets attacked uh, during war, their currency usually devalue. So I think they have to change the rate before that, or maybe the first day or the second day of the war. They have to change the rate. Because remember, the U.S. military left Iraq, but the U.S. forces that's in Kurdistan gonna stay until next year, like September 2026. But the one in Iraq already left the two biggest military bases. So Israel can bomb the militia with a full green light.
Yeah, and they have to, because if they go into war, that you're right. Currency always gets devalued during war, and they have to revalue. And Trump wants to get paid, and I believe he did, Majid. I believe he did, because why would he be moving his troops? Yeah.
All that has to happen. I mean, if U.S. gonna start their financial year by October 1st, they want to start it with a level playing field. So they have to change everything this month.
Right.
Crypto and currencies, bonds, all that, before their new financial year starts.
Right. And then also they're saying that, I think Mark Z yesterday said that the oil is flowing. And then there was an article that they agreed with Turkey.
No, it's not true. It's not true. No.
No?
Oil will not flow from Kurdistan to Turkey until the rate changes. I mean, Iraq didn't claim that stuff. Where are these people coming with this news? Iraq didn't claim it. How the hell are these people claiming it's happening in Iraq? Well, the government's still saying we have to make the final decision by Tuesday.
Right, and then they have a deadline. Did you see the article? Well, you posted it that Salih said they have a deadline. They have a deadline by tomorrow that they have to make prior to the Council of Ministers meeting Tuesday.
Yeah. So how is he claiming the oil is flowing from Kurdistan to Turkey? So it makes no sense.
No. They agreed. They agreed. I said they agreed. The article. Remember, I showed you that they agreed with Turkey. I said, Mark. He said it's flowing.
Yeah, the agreement is done.
Yeah.
The agreement is done, but the oil is not flowing. The oil will not flow until the rate changes, because the first barrel of oil you send, you have to be paid for.
Right, and they have to have a valuation for the oil for the HCL, correct?
Yeah.
So there's that, and they haven't even paid out. So wait, the whole thing that they were working this Friday and Saturday on Holy Day and on the Prophet's birthday, has that ever happened before in Iraq, Majid?
I don't know, but the prime minister asked the banks to work on a weekend to give the retired people their salary and give each retiree 100,000 Iraqi dinar. I mean, this is the first time, I think, because Iraq usually doesn't give a flying fuck about any citizen. But this time they're actually caring about them. That's because the prime minister is 2.0. He's not the real one. The 2.0 doing the opposite of the real one.
Yeah, the dong rate, in my opinion, is going to be from what I always heard, $2 to 2.25 cents. But I think we're going to be surprised at the rate of the dong. I think it's going to be much higher. I don't think we're having any delays.
I think the dong will be like $2.50. I think so.
Yeah, it's never ever. They have never ever worked or kept their banks open on a prophet's birthday or on a holy day, right, Majid? Ever.
It's a week here in the Middle East. Friday and Saturday is a weekend. So the, the prime minister asked them to work over the weekend. Asked the bank to work over the weekend just to hand the retired people's salary and give them extra. So
Right, Joshua, that's correct. He's saying so they haven't paid their July, August salaries because it depends on the oil flow with the new rate. That's correct. Right, Majid?
yeah, yeah.
Uh
Wait, hold on a second. Saying August salary?
he said so they haven't paid the July, August salaries because it depends on the oil flow with the new rate.
Yeah, that's Kurdistan, not Iraq. People in Iraq, I think, receive their salary every month. But Kurdistan, no. I think their salary is delayed for after the RV.
Yeah,
And
so
the
the
oil will
Kurds
stop
have to
flowing.
wait. The Kurds have to wait on the rate change. Correct.
Yeah.
Hold on. Um, hemp farming market. And with oil and XRP for fast payment, gas prices fall fast. They make their money from this, from slow money float, now an instant payment. What? And with oil and XRP for fast payment, gas prices fall fast. They make their money from slow money float, now an instant payment. Okay. It would be like asking to work on Christmas. It's pretty much the same thing, right, Majid? That they worked on this prophet's birthday.
I think so. Yeah.
Mary Yates. Hi, Mary. How are you, sweetie? The first question is God says exceedingly and abundantly more than we can imagine or think. I think the rates are going to be like that. Hi, Callie, babe. How are you? Careers Abraham. What's up, Majid?
How you doing?
Shalita Pete. Tommy Chicago. Why is the price of gas going up? The last 2 weeks it has been increasing. Huh?
Sorry, what?
He's asking Tommy Chicago, why is the price of gas going up? The last 2 weeks it has been increasing.
I don't know.
Because things are changing. Maria, what do you think about the dong rate? I think the dong is gonna, go with the dinar. What do you think, Majid?
All currencies will go at the same time.
Hi, TK Reg. Hold on. Let's see. Jeffrey Short says Venezuela is the sleeping giant. I have to
Exactly.
agree with that, in my opinion. What about you, Majid?
Yes.
Um, Mary Yates, the fuel in my area in Oklahoma is ridiculous expensive. Why does it keep going higher and higher? It's the highest it's been in months. Because they're changing stuff. And Majid, by the way, I was on. So, isn't it true that the Kuwait dinar raised their value, Majid?
Like these days?
Yeah, it was 360 when I checked on Exchange of America.
I don't know. Let me check on Google. Give me a second.
Um, hemp farming market says they take long to pay, and the middleman floats oil currency. Michelle
Now
Taylor.
it's $3.27.
Okay, so why is Exchange of America showing 360, and so is CXI? Look at him, Exchange of
I think it's
America.
fluctuating every day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, the Coach 74, Majid. Will the oil flow this week?
I really hope so.
Once they have the rate, the oil will flow, right?
That's why they're making the final decision on Tuesday to agree on transportation price. I mean, Kurdistan, between Iraq and Turkey government, everything is done. The agreement is done. All that is already done. So they're waiting for the final decision for transportation price between Iraq and Kurdistan, which will be agreed upon hopefully by Tuesday. So if they want to agree on a price on Tuesday, I think the rate has to be changed before that, or at the latest Tuesday morning before they sign agreement.
Yeah, because everything needs evaluation. They can't continue like this. You know what I mean? I'm still
Yeah.
sticking. Like I'm not. I've said it, Majid, and I'm not switching. Like it's gonna either go. And then Frank has disappeared. He's not doing any shoes. He says he's waiting for more information, and he's always said that he's not gonna be with us when it changes. So I don't know. I know you don't talk about him, but I'm just saying. Hold on. Everything is waiting for the new rate. Yeah, we agree on that.
Somebody asking if the budget table needs to be sent. No, the budget will not be sent to the parliament until the rate changes, so they can sign the budget with the new numbers based on the new rate.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Mike Barrow also got donation to bring his cat to the vet. He has a huge pension, but the money is allocated to other things. Oh, isn't that nice? And people donate to him, so keep donating. Right, Majid? They can keep donating to his wonderful causes. Um, it's amazing. Linda, who cares? Marie, in my opinion, the smack talk sounds like Um, Melanie Hines scored. Okay, whatever. I'm not talking about her. Blessings, Ross. Blessings, Marie. Appreciate your dedication, everything you do. Let's see. Nanette, a friend of Vietnam, said his whole family have converted their 100K to 400K. What do you think about that, Majid?
So basically, they're saying there's a different rate inside the country before it goes on forex. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Mary Yates, it's been 309. What's been 309, sweetie? Um, Hammy, with the salary delays and broken promises, I'm surprised there hasn't been an upheaval and riots. That's because, in my opinion, I really think they changed it. And I mean, I don't think they're using 1310. I just don't. What about you, Majid?
I don't know. I mean, nothing changed inside Iraq. If it happened, I would have heard it a long time ago. So nothing changed there until the rate goes on forex. It's different than 1992 or 1991 with Kuwait. Way different. Back then there was no media, so they changed the rate inside the country on Sunday, and on Monday morning it went on forex. That's different. Back then there was no media. Today there's a media. If they change this inside the country, people are gonna go and report it on the media. So that means people gonna know. Yeah, the rate changed in Iraq, and before it goes on forex, so they're gonna purchase more currency. They don't want that.
Yeah, because it's currency speculation. They're gonna purchase up so much currency that Iraq is not even gonna have enough currency. That's what they're trying to avoid.
Yeah, so it's different.
Andy, Majid, do you think what do you think means with the sleeping giant about the Venezuelan dollar? Go ahead, explain. Why do we think it's a sleeping
I
giant?
think I have posted what's the rate that I've heard: $3 to $3.25. Zeros will be counted.
No. He's asking what do you mean by the sleeping giant? Meaning that nobody's expecting it to come out, but it's gonna come out.
Venezuela reported yesterday that they're ready for regime change in the country.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I was saying yesterday. They're gonna change their regime, and they're gonna, they're gonna take the sanctions off, and they're gonna change the rate. And also, did you see the article that Trump is ready to take sanctions off Russia? I'm gonna post that article. And what did I say? The Russian ruble is gonna increase in value.
Yep.
Um, let's see. Marty, in the end, Kuwait should go down a dime in order to stabilize. Okay. Joe Planty, I told you earlier, Exchange of America puts a premium on their currencies to make a profit for themselves. So why is it on Exchange of America at 360? Why is it on investing.com at 360? Why is it on CXI? Okay, I'm not gonna argue. Whatever. Um okay, let's see. Hi, I've Michael Kelly. I've heard double digits on VND, IQD, and 1-to-1 to Zim bonds. Majid, do you think they're gonna impeach Sudani, or you think that's just
Yes.
smoke?
Yes. No, they're gonna impeach him. He's not gonna be a president after the Iranian regime falls down. He's not gonna be a president in Iraq at all. That's 2.0. The real one is already gone. The real one was actually Iranian puppet. They had to take him out. So this 2.0 gonna be kicked out of the movie.
The movie, I like it. Let's see. So, do you agree with me? I always thought Sudani was corrupt, and I thought Sudani was the one holding this up. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, he's corrupt. We really know that he's corrupt. But Trump, I mean, U.S. was already holding Iraq by the balls a long time ago. I mean, they're the one. I mean, Barack Obama is the one who actually made Iran take control over Iraq. So basically, U.S. was holding Iraq by the balls a long time ago. So they had to do all the banking reform and all that. They've been preparing for the last 5 years or 6 years to implement all the reforms in their banks. So yeah, the U.S. is the one who put the Iranian regime in Iraq, and they're the one who's going to take it out by using Israel. Nothing making the Iranian regime last in Iraq except the militia. Once the militia get bombed by Israel, that's the fall of the Iranian regime inside Iraq. Then Iraq is free.
And they have to release the rate before that. There was a question if I'm still sticking to my opinion. Yes, I am. Um, a charred cruise. Can a country have two different rates in country and forex? No, it has to be one rate, right? One G.
I've never seen any country has two different rates inside the country and outside. Where do these people come from with these information? I'm really confused. I've been hearing that for a long time. There isn't a single even when Kuwait revalued, they don't have two different rates inside the country and outside of the country. It has to be the same.
Let's see. Nancy, did you see what Nanette said? No. What did Nanette say? Frank said he'll be on between 7 and 8. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Donna, I agree with you, but I'm not gonna repeat that message. Okay, let's see. Because
asking, is Maliki going to be the next prime minister? Are you kidding me?
Isn't Maliki like having a heart attack? Is it in a hospital or something?
2.2.
Yeah, but I think this, huh? I still think this whole
one is gone in 2019.
I think this whole reinstatement is going to be identical to Kuwait. You agree with me?
Yeah, but different a little bit because it's not going to be inside the country before international. It has to be the same. I mean, in 2023, when Iraq changed the rate from 1,500 to $1 to 1,300 to $1, they did it international. Then they informed their people inside the country, hey, the rate has changed. So they did it actually international first, then informed their people.
Yeah, and it happened in September, right? When they went from
March.
Or February. February. No, it's February, right?
Oh yeah, February, yeah.
But don't they usually change the rates in September and April, Majid?
What?
They usually do the rate changes in September and in April, right?
Yeah, because many banks, I've looked it up before. I did a little bit of research. It said September is the most favored month to governments and central banks to make adjustment to their monetary policy. And even Forex has a high liquidity on September after all the quiet months of the summer.
Jetty.
And he got on October 1st. The U.S. New financial year gonna start on October 1st.
And they definitely have to start with a new rate.
If U.S. wants to start their new financial year on a level playing field, that means they have to change everything this month.
Yep. And there was somebody just said they can't believe somebody started a GoFundMe for themselves. Yeah, some people do that. Yeah, Majid, he started a GoFundMe for himself for his tooth. That's incredible to me. Jetty Law, in your opinion,
creepy as fuck.
Oh my goodness. In your opinion, why do they keep delaying?
They're not delaying anything. They're done with everything. I've said it before. U.S. is the one that gives the signal to move to the new financial system. If Iraq wanted to change the rate on the current financial system, they would have done it a long time ago. Even if it wasn't in their hand to do it, they would have done it a long time ago. Even after the Prime Minister 2.0. They changed him on June, I think during the war, on June. They could have changed the rate if Iraq had it in their hand to do it. But it's in the hand of US to move to the new financial system and revalue of that new financial system.
Let's see. Cold Stranger, if IQD happen, how can I exchange them in Europe? The same way you would exchange in any other country. You go to the bank, you would just exchange it for euros instead of USD or whatever other currency, right? Lady D, I love everything you do, Maria. For I so appreciate you so much. Thank you. Michelle Primetime, I heard Kuwait had an in-country RV for 9 days before it went public.
No. It was on Sunday inside the country. Monday when Forex opened, it went international.
Lima Zurich, we're going to get paid in digital currency. Therefore, nothing is going to happen until regulations for digital currencies are in place. Well, that's your opinion. That's not ours. Philip Mitchell, you're very awesome. Thanks. Timothy Black, has anyone heard anything about the Pango? No. Hemp farming market, IQD and XRP together. Well, we're waiting for legislation for XRP. Or do you think Majid it's together? What do you think?
Both of them at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Question on the conversion when this happens, the dollar is losing value soon to disappear. What will this then be best converted to? Digital or LUSD, USDT? Thoughts? It's gonna be the gold back. What do you think? The treasury notes, Majid, right? And then digital, because everything is gonna be on XRP, on the system, on the digital system, on the QFS, right?
Yes.
So I'm getting something to drink. Um. Okay. Be happy 2216. Kuwait never had an RV. It had reinstatement. RI, which is different from an RV. Yeah, we know that. It reinstated to the original rate. We know that. Ross, I feel like Dong is a sleeper. Everybody knows the Dong is gonna be changed along with the dinar. Gene Evans Demont. Kuwait came out with a new currency when they reinstated. I don't think they did they?
No, they changed the notes. Changed it.
Mm. Hold on. Jacqueline Marucci, hi. Wells Fargo is already digital. Yeah, they are. They're just not accepting crypto. So anything from crypto exchanges or brokerages, you can't deposit into their accounts. Jeffrey Short, Wealth Advisory Center here in Salisbury, North Carolina. What do you think, Maria? What do you think, Majid?
What do I think of what?
He's saying Wealth Advisory Center here in Salisbury, North Carolina. What do you think? They're all getting ready. Hold on, Brandy. Didn't even Warren Buffett tell us to own foreign currencies? Yes, he did. Um, Robert Collins, will you be able to exchange if you don't have receipts? Well, I was gonna call live, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. So I'll just find out and let you guys know, okay? Uh let's see. Let's see. Hemp farming what?
Where's Chief Mack?
He's about to come on. He just texted me. He's finishing up a meeting. He'll be on. Let's see. That's where I just left to go text him back. He'll be on. Let's see. Do you have to have all the receipts for the dinar? I don't have all mine. The bankers told me you did. You have to, yes, you have to prove where you got your currency. Just for the dinar though. Nothing on the Pango. Crypto Trapper. Getting rid of Sudani might not be a bad thing. Do you agree, Majid? I know what Majid's opinion is on that. Okay.
I've stated since last year, I've stated in my account on X since last year that Sudani is a bad guy. All the gurus kept telling people he's a good guy. No, he's not. And I didn't know about that until I was texting two people in Iraq, and they actually informed me and showed me what he's been doing inside the country and how he.
All right, let's see. Lee, I loved your show yesterday. Thank you. Hey, what's happening? HB Jack, does Maduro have to be removed before Venezuela can revalue you?
As I said, he's already. Last time I was with you on a live show, I said he's already out a long time ago. Now he's kicking. They're actually kicking his character out of the movie.
I love when you talk about the movie, Majid. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, we already know what's going on.
Okay. Philip Mitchell, facts. You will not need no receipts to exchange. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to have receipts. But when you go to exchange and they ask you for it and you don't have it and they're not going to do your exchange, that's on you. I'm not telling anybody what to do. Okay, here he is. Say what's up. Is he on? I just added him. Hold on. Hi, Missouri girl. Chief Mack is in the building. Can you hear me? Say what's up to Majid. Majid is here too.
How you doing, Chief Mack?
We're okay. I was just telling.
I can barely hear him.
We can barely hear you, Chief.
You can barely hear. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Uh huh.
Right.
I was just telling people how disappointed I was yesterday with all the negative bullshit I had to endure. You know, I played those two recordings and all the negative I had, like comments I had to deal with it. And I was just saying, I don't see anybody else on YouTube having, playing the live recording, you know what I mean, from the horse's mouth. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that again. And then did you hear Mike Barr is collecting money for his tooth? He set up a GoFundMe for himself.
Well, this is my thing about it, guys. If anybody are negative, I just don't pay any attention to it. And anybody's hustle, I don't pay any attention to it. Life is going to change for all of us in a supernatural way. And I just ask people to clean their hearts. You know, if people need money right now, money is hard for folks right now. People's lives are not what they're saying it is on the outside looking in. So I don't knock a man's hustle. I try to mind my business, guys, because I've had people say horrible things about me. And when you're doing good deeds for people, when you're doing things and you're shining, you know who you are, then you're gonna have people come against you like that. So I try to stay in my lane. I try to stay in my lane, not.
Yep. Yeah, it's very, very hard right now. So where are you at in that beautiful Majid? Do you see that beautiful place he's in? Where are you at? Yeah, yeah. Majid, what car do you want? Chief wants a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. Majid, what car do you want?
SVJ, Lamborghini, and Phantom Rolls Royce.
Did you hear that, Matt? Chief, a Lamborghini SUV and a what, Majid?
No, Lamborghini SVJ and Rolls Royce Phantom. A pure green Lamborghini. So I'm on the guys. Listen, what people do, let them do it. Hey, just focus on what you're getting ready to do, the people you're gonna help. Just I try to mind my business, because life is getting ready to change, guys. Life is getting ready to change for us. If
Yep.
you can't hear me, reboot your phone because they can hear me. If you can't hear me, then
Majid, can you hear Chief?
no, I can barely hear him.
I barely hear it. How about now?
Yes, yes. Can you guys hear me? It's listen. There's a whole bunch going on right now, guys. Whether it happens tomorrow or in a week from right now, just know that things are going to happen, guys. Just
Yep.
know. Don't be. Not try not to be too. Try not to be too anxious, man. Too anxious. People are too anxious to the point where if I say this thing's going to happen or a rate is going to be this race, we don't know exactly what the rate's going to be. We don't know exactly when it's going to happen. So, guys, stop doing that. Stop holding people to the cross for things that didn't happen. We don't know, and definitely we don't know. What I do know is that it's going to happen. And get your trust, get your affairs in order.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'll be posting stuff, trying to help, trying to analyze anything to get to like some valuable information. But also, I see some people like making comments thinking I'm God. I know the future or when it's gonna happen. None of us knows. I mean, I don't work for the U.S. government. I don't know what's going on with the military. I'm barely trying to gather information from everywhere.
He lives in Saudi Arabia, so he's the closest to it than all of us. You know what I mean?
Right. Good intel. She's a
Right.
major plug. She's a major
Uh-huh.
plug.
Yep. Majid's the man. I always wanted both of you guys on, and I got my wish, so I'm happy now.
Thank you.
I got both on now. All right, let's see.
She's the man.
Yep.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Hold on. Phil Mitchell. The beautiful power, positive message in everyone that is hitting is because they don't have their affairs in order. LOL. Chief, energy is powerful. You were saying the same thing. I was texting. Arlene, greetings from Illinois. And guys, don't forget, if you want any trust information or any trust, please contact Chief Mack for.
So
Uh,
somebody said, "Who is Chief Mack?" I'm Mr. Mack. I'm putting some heavy on the Mac. That's who I am.
yeah, he's the Mac, and Majid is a legend. I got
Yeah.
the two of them, so I'm
Thank you,
super
guys. Appreciate
excited.
it.
Let's see.
Good. Please, and look, God, please don't come in here with hate, malice, envy, and jealousy in your heart. Why would you be that way? And you about to be rich and wealthy. Why are you still bitter and got your panties and underwear in bunches when you about to be wealthy, man? And if you end up getting any amount of wealth, if you have to change your heart, you're gonna take your own self up out of here. I'm keeping telling people.
Chief, they want to know about the BP stock you were talking about the other day.
I was able to do that through Cash App. You can only do it with your regular Cash App. I have a Cash App for my nonprofit organization, and I have a regular one. So with the regular Cash App, because with your foundation, they won't let you do investments. But I, through my personal one, I was able to invest in BP, and so Iraq and BP partnered up, and BP is going to they're going to start building out there in Iraq. So I found it out, so I made an investment. So when those shares go up, just a simple $500 investment can turn to $10 to $20 million. This is how scary this thing's going.
Nancy Green is saying, Chief, you're in and out. Let's see. Arnold, yeah. Hold on. Arnold Dean. At Joy, it will automatically convert. When you purchase them, it says Digitalis and then Sabriano. Isn't that the same thing? Majid
Well, with the Severiano
and
and
the
Digitali?
Digitalis, yeah. It's the
No,
same.
yes.
It is the
No, I
same
think
thing.
that's
No?
no. Sobrano came out after. It was actually canceled after it was devalued a lot. So they initiated digitally.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Gemini to Butterfly. This is for Chief Mack. Who did you go through to invest in BP?
I didn't go. I just said, guys, I did it through. If you have Cash App, you can pull up BP and you can invest in it that way. That's why I did it. I was told to go to Cash App, and I did that.
All right, let's see. For both of you guys, Gene Evans DeMont, Rosier Thomas, PhD, is asking, what are your thoughts about Zim agro checks?
Zim is not. Zim isn't Zim different. It's not. It's different than any other foreign currency. It's actually a bond. The Zim knows, and they're going to do things different. Now, you guys know what happened in Africa, the whole continent of Africa yesterday, right?
It blacked out, right?
And they did that for a reason because they wanted to black out everything so nobody else would see what's going on. They're celebrating, the whole continent is celebrating right now.
What are they celebrating, if you don't mind sharing?
But it's raining green over there. It's raining. They're happy. They got their
Yeah.
own independence. The country is about to. There's a lot of parts of Africa that's like desert and like wastelands. But they're gonna build. They're gonna build it up. The whole continent. What Gaddafi was trying to do years ago and taken out is Africa finally has that ability to do right now today. So congratulations to the whole continent of Africa. They're happy.
Awesome. Hold on, Nutter Butter. Please don't type in caps. Only my mods type in caps. This person is saying the Sabriano is like having $1 bill, and the Digital is like $1 million bill. You just need more Sabrianos to equal to okay. Thank you for your information. Andy, no typing in caps, only my mods. British Petroleum BP. That's the one, right?
And let me say, I just said that Africa is a continent, Mr. Smarty Pants. Okay, we all know that Africa is a continent. Okay, but let me tell you what else is a continent. America is a continent, and the states are country, Mr. Smart Man. I know Africa is a continent. Okay,
These people are unbelievable, man.
no, I tell them straight. Yeah.
Terry Skinner. How can Bolivar go if there's a threat of U.S. war with Venezuela? Majid just told you they're changing the government of Venezuela. Didn't Majid just say that? Majid, didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Some friend of mine is texting me now saying they've been trying to purchase Venezuelan Bolivar right now on Banknote World, and they're all of them are sold out.
Bolivar is sold out.
Yeah, all of them. The one that's left is the used one. I think so. That's the only one left.
And did you hear, Chief, that Trump is ready to take sanctions off Russia? And just like I was telling you the other day, the Russian ruble is about to, it's gonna jump right away. I'm telling you.
Listen, guys, all of the currencies about to hit. At first it was about the Iraqi dinar, then the Zimno in the past 3.5, 4 months slipped in there. But what I'm seeing right now, it's going to happen like a snowball effect. It's going to be bam, bam, bam. It's going to all hit. Not just the Iraqi dinar, not just the Vietnamese dong. Now we're seeing that anybody got those Zims because Africa has their own independence, period. So think about what's going to happen with the Zim. Those folks are over there celebrating. They disconnected from our internet system and they got their own everything. And they're blacked out right now because they do not want us seeing what's going on over there right now. What's
When
happening, guys?
Hold on, Mike White. When the RV happens, will all dead be forgiving? Isn't that Nasar Jasar? The debt forgiveness stuff?
Uh, well, I heard from one of my clients last week. She told me she had stopped paying her mortgage. And I told people, I said, if there's a time when you want to invest, it's right now. So however you can put those funds. So if you have, and this is not, this is just for educational purpose. I'm not a financial advisor, but I know that 401k at your job is crap. If you have any 401k, you want to pull it because the 401k. A job will not pay you half, whatever you. They're not matching you guys. They're not matching you at all. That's a Ponzi scheme. If you think a job is going to take for every dollar you put in, they're going to take their dollars and invest in you so that you can win. Don't believe it. So I told people to pull your 401k out and invest it. Lady asked me, said, Chief, I want to make investments. And she said, so I'm thinking about not paying my mortgage. And I told her, I said, listen, you can take that money and become wealthy, and whatever loss you experience, you're gonna get that back 100-fold. So she said that her mortgage company called her last week and was trying to get her to make a payment. And she said that the lady said that starting sometime in September, that the mortgage payment, they may not even take it anymore. But she kind of said it in a slick way. So it's the mortgage payment is illegal because it's been paid for already. So your mortgage payment, which a mortgage means death pledge, and the rich and wealthy don't have mortgage. We just pay it out full and we put it in the trust name. Your mortgage payment is 100% interest because it's been paid for already in that trust that was started at birth. So all of that stuff right there is going to be overturned.
Let's see. That's great news about Africa. Don J, even the Cape of Africa wants a change. Big Ross, Banknote World has ridiculous prices. eBay is a great place, but how do you trust eBay? I wouldn't trust
Yeah,
eBay.
yeah, I wouldn't either.
I would not trust eBay. How do you know their currency is legit? I would not trust them. Mm-mm. Not me.
Maria,
You could do what you want. What?
uh, the other day you made people listen to the conversation you had with the bank, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Look, I'm gonna point something out of that voice recording just to make the negative people shut the fuck up.
But you don't care.
You asked Greetings, guys. All right, but Vietnam down, and he told you, hold up a second. He went to check that the teller came back to you and told you, yeah, we cannot buy it right now from you or sell because the system. I told you that a long time ago, since August 14. The banks have the rate on their screen, but the system shows them do not buy. That means do not exchange or sell to people or even accept these currencies from these people since the rate is already on their screen waiting for the green light. So that means don't exchange to people right now. So the guy at the bank told you, hold on a second, went to the teller, checked, came back to you and told you we cannot trade it now, right?
Yes.
Then you asked him about Venezuelan Bolivar and the Indonesian Rupiah. And he told you, hold up a second, I went back to check, came back again, told you we cannot buy it. Why is he saying all these four currencies? Because they have the rate on their screen. These four currencies are going on Forex in the first basket. So anybody that comes on your comment trying to talk shit, they can go fuck themselves in every fucking possible position their body can bend into. This information is enough for them.
Yeah, well, they can't get that information, so they gotta hate on me. You know what I mean? But it's okay. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna do that again. So it is what it is, right? Um, thanks, Majid. And in that recording, because Majid heard it live, like Majid had a copy of it. Did any time the banker deny any of those five currencies? Zimbabwe, Indonesia, Venezuela,
No,
dinar, or dong?
no.
Exactly. And he
On the
gave me
screen.
over an hour of his time, Chief. Over an
That's
hour.
amazing.
Right.
That is
Why would they do
amazing.
that? Why would they do that for something they're not going to make money off of?
And it is what it is. They're not going to waste their time.
Right.
So these four currencies.
Five. He said Zimbabwe too, actually.
Okay. Thank you, man. I'm saying these four currencies.
Yeah.
Banks already saw the rate since August 14 on their screen, and the system shows them do not buy, don't purchase, or sell to the public. Says the rate is already there at the bank, but they cannot do anything until they give the green light.
And Trump is the one that has to do it. Let's see. Be careful with eBay. I agree.
Listen, if the rates are a bit high with the banknote world, do it because if you're trying to find the cheapest way to do something, you can lose out on it. I wouldn't trust eBay like that. If banknote world is going to give you an actual letter of authenticity, if you're paying 50 or 60 bucks more, that's nothing. It's nothing.
Scott Kaufman, what are you trying to say? Someone is spreading false info about the Zim 100T and aggro check, saying that it had to be done by June of last year, but these same people say no redemption centers. Shaking my head. And who are those people? Um, the Christian switches. Does anyone know what we could be waiting for before this can finally go? Do you guys want to answer that? Either of you?
I think Go ahead, Baji. In Iraq, the regime in Iraq about to change this week. Or I think that I believe it's gonna start early this week. So I think they're gonna change the rate during like when the war began or before that. So Monday or Tuesday before the war starts, so the currency doesn't get devalued more.
What's your opinion, Chief?
Say that again.
What's your opinion?
You
He
state the
said that
question again.
she said that Israel is supposed to struck Iran on Monday. So he said that they're going to change the rate before that happens, and Iraq is going to get involved because every
Man,
time there's a war, they devalue.
anything is possible right now, guys. You just know that the world is going to change in a major way right now. You just got to get ourselves. When it happens, you got to really get yourself together mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I'm telling you, health wise as well. But anything is possible right now. There's a universal shift and a worldly shift happening right now, and I'm prepared for it. I am definitely prepared.
Mike Wallace, Maria, Chief, and Majid. How close are we in your opinion? In my opinion, I think it could go tonight into tomorrow. That's in my opinion.
Hey,
You know, they cut my live off yesterday when I said that opinion.
I saw that. I saw that. You had to come back
Yeah.
on. Listen, these people do not want us to be right. They do not want us to be on it like that. Man, it's sickening.
What do you think, Majid?
This week,
Huh?
this week.
This week, and Chief, you, what do you think?
Well, just look, just if, the good thing about it, we have a collective force of everybody doing their research and studying. It's just way too much energy. Just look what happened in Africa yesterday. We wasn't expecting that, was we? We was not expecting that, and it happened. So anything is possible. Anything is possible. Then you got a 3-day weekend. They're working this weekend. All the signs are there.
Because they never worked on a prophet's birthday before or on a holiday,
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. So I mean, all the signs are there. Oh yeah, wait, hold on a second. I want to clarify something about when it's gonna happen. Just for the negative piece of shit in my ex account or here. If it didn't happen,
You don't put up with this.
this week, it has to happen this month. One of these two, it has to happen this month. But I believe this week.
Let's see.
What we should be doing, guys, is that everybody who has listen, that's a method to why I do the 508c1a irrevocable trust, which is your foundation and ministry. There's a method to what I do, guys. So listen to this right here. Everybody who has their 508c1a irrevocable trust, right? That's a ministry and a foundation. That's the particular foundation of trust that the rich people have, which means that we can do business with each other, meaning that we can give each other donations and that'd be a tax write-off. And this is what they've been doing. So the rich don't give money; they give money through their trust and foundation. That way, they can always. And that's how you keep each other in power. That's how you do it. So we got to come in. We got to come together. It should be a point. At one point, I may put something together, Marie, where you get all dolled up, you get dressed up, and have a nice event, invitation only. And we're gonna get all jazzed and dolled up. We're gonna listen to some good music. We're gonna dance. We're gonna eat. We're gonna cry. Then we're gonna talk business. Because a lot of us have, a lot of us have.
Nancy Green said Majid is on fire tonight with attitude. No, Majid is always straight up. Majid don't take no BS from anybody. Did you hear that, Majid?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, he don't take no. Be happy. Thank you so much for your donation. Appreciate it so much. Let's see. Folian 1701. What does BP stand for? It's but the British Petroleum. Hold on. Jen Spencer, what's up, girl? Jeffrey Short got all of my currencies from Banknote World. Um, Sakai, Majid dropping F bombs got me in the chokehold. Let's see. Hold on.
Yes, yes, you can do my. You can do the 508
Hold on. There,
with
Scott
me.
Jacobson. I'm sorry. I'm just seeing your question here. He's asking about the ISX. Can you guys help him out with the ISX?
What the hell's that?
The Iraqi Stock Exchange.
Yeah, what about it?
He wants to know about it. If you guys can help him out with that,
It's the stock exchange.
you could buy stocks, but I don't think you can buy them now, right? I think they paused it or something.
I don't know. I mean, people in Iraq do not even invest in their own stock market.
Yeah, because they have a 1310 program rate, which you can't even take to the bathroom. Like, come on. Uh, what's your opinion on the Iraqi Stock Exchange, Chief?
Listen, all that stuff is going to shoot up in a minute. It's going to shoot up. Nothing right now is supposed to seem like it's promising. They want it to look that way, but when it all hits, it's going to be crazy.
Deborah Turok, is it Trump or the CBI that's gonna pull the trigger? Majid.
I think I've already answered that.
Yeah,
Trust is the one who will actually give the green light to move to the new financial system.
it's Trump. It's Trump. Chief, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let's see. Um, Benika, Ivaz said, I can't sorry pronounce your last name. Said, I love you, Majid.
Love you too, guys. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Nancy Green, I talked to Chase in Rhode Island and told him what I hold, and he took all my information and then sent me an email confirmation. Banks know what's going on, guys. Can you please tell them that the banks know what's going on?
They do, most definitely.
Um,
They know. I mean, they
I'll be
already
right
seen it
back
like
in a
since
second.
August
Talk
14.
amongst
How the hell
yourselves.
they don't know anything?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that banker talked to Maria that long because typically the bank's supposed to act clueless. A lot of them have signed NDAs. They're not supposed to be talking to people, but I suppose that things are so close to happening that that the guy couldn't help himself to talk to her. So things are on the way, guys. I'm excited. Whether it happen tomorrow, next week, or whatever, I know it will be soon.
Yeah, because he wouldn't waste his time, right? Oh my God.
At all, at all, at
He
all.
would be like,
To
it's
give you
a
that much
scam.
time,
Have a nice day. You know what I mean?
kept it short and sweet.
Right. Melissa Morris, who do you think will make the announcement, Sudani or Trump? Who do you guys think?
It's going to be Trump. What? Can you repeat the question? What?
Who do you think is going to make the announcement, Trump or Sudani?
None of them. Once they flip the switch, you can see everything on Forex.
Well, Chief, Majid says that Sudani is 2.0, and he calls him, I don't even want to say what he calls him. He says Krog 2.0.
Any chance Trump can make himself look good,
Yeah.
he'll take it.
Yeah, plus they have all that debt they have to pay off. Now he's going to use this money to pay off the debt. You know?
Wait, hold on a second. Wait. You just brought an important point. On Monday, tomorrow, the committee will finish all the paperwork for the oil export, correct?
Right. They
And
have a
by
deadline
Tuesday
for
morning,
tomorrow.
and by Tuesday,
The
the cabinet
com has to
has
have
to
it.
make the no. By Tuesday, the cabinet has to give the final decision for the transportation cost between Kurdistan and Iraq. Plus, all the oil companies want a guarantee, like any paper that shows that Iraq will pay them, and they will pay them the delayed payment, which worth $2 billion. Iraq hasn't paid them yet for the old oil export, so they want a guarantee. A paper that guarantees them getting paid, and they want the old debt, so the RV has to happen.
Yeah, because if they have to pay, they have to pay with the new rate.
Yeah, because $2 billion, and the prime minister of Iraq, the real one,
The real.
yeah, one time came out on TV and said, "I'm telling the people in Iraq to hold their dinar because it's gonna be stronger than the dollar." That means anybody that tells you it's gonna be lower than $1, they can go. I'm not gonna continue, but yeah, it's gonna be way stronger than $1. Way stronger than $1.
All right.
Majid, Maria, the United States corporation had this run. It had a 250 plus year run on bankrupt in the world. It's a bankrupt corporation, is what it is. Yeah. And so it had this run. That's what the United States. The United States is not the country. It's a bankrupt corporation owned by some individuals that are not the best people. America
Yeah.
is the country. The United States corporation is not the country. Now, guess what? The United States corporation and Israel are one and the same. That's why the United States corporation, the people who are behind it, established Israel in 1948. So this is why the United States corporation funded so much money to Israel. Is because they're one and the same. You heard it from Chief Mack first. They're the same people. Yeah.
I agree 100%. Let's see. Cindy, my daughter's ex-boyfriend committed suicide in July. I'm so sorry about that. He told his mother of his
Wow.
kids to take the dinar. Can my daughter get it back with her? Yeah. Yeah, I think in my opinion, yes. I'm so sorry about that, Cindy.
Me too, man.
Yeah. Uh, has anyone heard that the revaluation of the currencies is up to the banks? No, it's up to Trump and it's up to the country. Um, let's see. Trina Tran, are you waiting for September CHI? What? What does that mean? I'm ready. It's go Joshua, it's going downtown, Julie Brown. Tuesday. Uh let's see, hold on. No, Don, I didn't get anything yet. I was sleeping all day. I'm not feeling good today. Cindy, can my daughter get her dinar back since the receipt is in her name? She just wants her half back. Yes. If the receipt is in her name, she can get it back, right? Chief?
I like that. He said, "What do you think will happen to 9/11?" September is a special month for them to do their hocus pocus tricks, guys. That's why they picked September. You know, something's going to happen definitely this month.
I think the sooner, like, okay, but I'm not gonna say nothing before they cut my live off. Let's see, hold on. Um, and they don't want to let you guys know when they're doing it. They're not. Mike Wallace, thank you for your opinion. You're very welcome. Mike White, what does Majid think about Q Post saving Israel for last? And we could go to Chief with that too. And Majid.
I think U.S. right now is using Israel to take out those militia all over the Middle East. Then I think it's going to be two-state solution between the Palestinian and Israel. That's what I think.
What do you think, Chief?
You don't want to hear what I got to say.
No, we do. We do. Majid, do you want to hear what Chief has to say? I do.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what?
Let's go. Express your opinion.
I may offend some people, man, but you know,
Mm, that's okay, because they don't have a problem offending
I,
us.
I, I have videos on my Facebook page and Instagram page that shows them making up people with fake blood, tearing their shirts off, and then they had people with these fake body bags, and they said they were hired from this company called Crowds on Demand that hires crisis actors to look like they're fighting against each other. You don't want to hear what I got to say, so I mean, I go deep down the rabbit hole to find a mole hole about how they manipulate the world with making you think they're at war, and make you think they don't have food. So I just know that the world is a stage. It's a Truman Show, you know, and then most everything is staged. But I know that it's time for people to be back in control. And so they have to make up all these stories that make it seem like they're doing this for us and they're doing this for us, but it's just that the world is going back to a Republican and power with this to the people. But if you recontract this beat system, they have things right now where you can recontract with it, like having the real ID. There's a lot of things we're gonna have to do when you have these funds to move yourself over from public to private. And trust is just one way to do it with a private bank account, but you should have a diplomatic passport, not a regular passport, because being a citizen is not a good thing. You want to be a state national. So you want to get your birth certificate authenticated on the state level where you were born in, and then you take that and then you do it on the federal level, which makes you full faith and credit. Then you take that documentation, you fill out the passport application a particular way, and you fill it out that way. You can get a diplomatic passport to at least have 3 stars. The goal is to have either 3, 4, or 5 stars, and that puts you on the do not detain list. You want to move. It's all about jurisdiction. You shouldn't have any mail coming to your home when you lay your head down. The rich don't do that. You want to have either a UPS box or a regular post office box, because having an address, the first thing that happens when you get pulled over by police is what's your address, because that puts you in that jurisdiction. So you have to remove yourself from public to private, and the private taxes are a credit, and to the public it is a debt. Okay, so these are the things that you will learn with me when you do a trust with me. I explain things. I go in further detail with you on how to remove yourself from public over to private, and it's all about jurisdiction. When you have this kind of money, you don't want this kind of wealth and money and not have yourself protected in a certain status, because you set yourself up to get robbed by the system.
Yeah, back. Sorry, but
And people should people. And I'll say this real quick. The reason the police pulls people over to write you a ticket, because that ticket is going to be a security. It's a bond. They want to securitize, and they want to pull those funds from your estate. So operate in a certain capacity. Stop them from doing this. This is why you don't see rich and wealthy people in jail. This is why you don't see the police pulling over Rolls Royce and Bentleys, because these people have themselves set up in a certain capacity, guys.
hold on, Chief. GG Greatness is asking, how much is your trust? Well, it's a $50 consultation, and then he goes through everything. You want to answer that?
Just my email is unityinmotion 45 at yahoo.com. Somebody put that Unity, UNITYINMOTION, the number 45 at yahoo.com.
Okay. Let's see. How do they make Todd? How do I make an appointment? You could email him. We're gonna put the
Email
email
me.
in chat.
I've had people call me just a few minutes ago. I will return those calls. I have answered these people's emails, and you pay the consultation fee, and we would talk. And I have a wealth of knowledge on certain things. I'm not the smartest man, but I'm a pretty smart guy. I can direct. You
uh, Jonathan Keck, sovereign as in our own straw man. Okay. They are putting his email in chat. Um, it's
The
chief
purpose,
on
guy,
you.
for those the basics. I mean, the purpose of having the trust, guys, is so they won't try to tax you. Because if you open up a bank account and don't have a trust connected, then they try to take between 27 to 37% from you. You might as well show us half. When you open up a bank account, guys, in your all caps name with your social, that's not your bank account. That's theirs. Because you open that bank account in the all cap names which belong to them, which means that you are a corporation. And if you are a corporation, that means you are a corpse. And if you are a corpse, that means you can't talk and speak. So this is why people, when you go to court, the judge wearing all black because he's coming to a weight because you're unalive. So you got to bring yourself to life because they can deal with the straw man, but they can't deal with the real man or woman. So this,
Hold on. They want to know if you're licensed, chief. Yeah.
I don't give a crap about license or anything like that. I'm not licensed or anything like that. I'm chosen by the Most High, the Great Spirit. I'm a smart guy. You don't need an attorney. You don't need a lawyer to do anything. The rabbit got the gun and the bullets. So if you go wait on somebody being licensed for that, go pay a licensed attorney and pay $20,000 for a trust. I've helped way too many people out. So you can miss the boat. But I just want to know if I'm licensed or whatever. I'm a very smart guy. I don't have any school. I'm self-taught in most everything that I do. I'm a musician. I play beautiful music. I create my own paradigm and my own world. Because yeah, I know that the God that's in me, which is within me.
Hold on. Be happy 2022 116. Your birth certificate was used to turn you into hold on, a bond when you were born. It has a QSIP number on it that is used to trade you on the stock market.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Yeah. I'll teach all that, you know.
Hold on. So we need a trustee for Iraqi McCree. He ain't got a license yet. Well, shut up. Oh my god. Get on my face. Yep, in proper republic, it's not really about licensing. Let's see. Be happy. Attorneys are bar attorneys and work for the Crown British Accreditation Institute. Hold on.
Exactly.
Guys, can you put my email address in the chat, please, my mods? Robert G. He's talking about the real ID with the star and getting your national citizenship with more stars than dip immunity. Okay. Let's see. If the stock market crashes, we become sovereign, right?
Yes.
Um, Isaiah, but whatever. Indonesian Rupiah, no RV. That's not what I'm being told. Why do you figure that, Isaiah? Isaiah, I can't pronounce the name. Majid, did you see what that person said?
No.
They said that the Indonesian Rupiah is not going to change.
Okay.
That's your opinion. Judea Barbera, how much is a trust? Get in touch with him and he'll talk to you about it. Um, Darlene Taylor, Chief Mack, what do you think about using your 501c3 for taxes use?
There's a way you can do that, guys. We'll talk about that. I don't just give that information on anything like that. There's a way you can do that.
Okay, Frank Glover, I will sell 2 million dong now and a half million dinar for 2 million right now. Any takers?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to buy dong and dinar? Are you sure you're not going to be upset once it changes value, Frank? Mary Yates. I would like to get my trust done, but I don't have a lot of money right now. Before the money pops, is it okay to open an account and then put it in a trust? Chief.
I try to work out payment plans for folks who don't have the whole thing up front. So I try to work things out. But you want to have your trust done now if you can. You want to have that relationship with the bank right now if you can.
Jeffrey Short says Chief Mack is the real deal. Yeah, we know. Um, Jenny Mack, I think the wars will be the cover for our exchange. I agree with that. Majid, Chief, do you agree with that?
Yes, and I think the war gonna last for a month, like between Israel and Iran and Iraq going back and forth. I think it's gonna last for a month. At the beginning, they're gonna change the rate before October even starts. Remember, since U.S. is in control of this, I believe if the financial year in in U.S. gonna start on October 1st, and they wanna do it on a level playing field, that means everything has to change on September.
No, Nancy, it's dinarinfo2024@gmail.com. It's okay. Ruth Kelly, you are under maritime law. Get yourself back on the land registry. Jonathan Cack, thank you, Chief, for a hat honest answer. Brandon Loft, ask Chief if he knows about Zimbabwe vegetarians and yotalians, whatever that means. I never even heard of it.
I have it. It's a good thing. Those are actually bonds, and not foreign currency. Those are bonds.
Uh huh. Okay, hold on. Hemp.
All they're gonna do is all they're gonna do, guys, is you walk in the bank with your foreign currency. They're gonna pull those credits from your trust account. They're gonna pull those credits, and it's gonna hit your account as XRP. But what gives that money value? It's all coming from your estate that was started at birth. They're gonna pull those credits out your estate. This is why the treasury is involved. Any wealth you can get is always coming from your estate that was started at birth. And they're just giving us a chance to have edit. And they making up excuse about these foreign currencies. But the foreign currencies, any commodity that you have, any wealth that you accumulate is going to come from your estate.
Okay, Mark James is saying, wait till you get your money before a trust. But I would say I would get a trust prior to that. But, that's my opinion. But everybody can do what they want. But I would at least consult with Chief Mack, you know what I mean? And to see what is best to do. So let's see. I know bro from years back. He helped us get our paperwork together. He's official. That's from Art Walls, Chief Mack.
Thank you. I've done a plethora of people, and I go deeper into a conversation than what I do here. So to the gentleman saying, wait till you get the RB habit to get your trust. You don't understand what I bring. So you're welcome to your opinion, but your opinion don't hold any value over here. People get a lot of value from what I do. When I go further in detail, I don't. There's some things I don't even talk about on here. I won't even talk about it on here.
Okay, Shia J. Question: does Chief believe that the Zim bonds are gonna go?
Well, listen, you just seeing what happened in Africa yesterday. So something incredible is going to happen. And for anybody that holds those bonds, they're different than the Iraqi dinar. For anybody that holds them, the way they're talking about doing with those right there, you are going to be wealthy.
Okay, be happy 22 again. Robert G. He's not talking about the real ID. He's talking about getting a diplomatic passport, which takes you out of the federal government jurisdiction. So he's just basically confirming what you said.
Mm.
Jenny Mack. I think it's all done. Just rolling it out per the U.S. Um, Mark Jameson said that's ridiculous. What you just said. Okay, you could have your opinion, but he's the one that has been doing this for
Maria,
years. So,
Hello,
you see that, Chief?
Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you
Majid.
so much for having me.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
Majid.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, Majid. Thank you. All
Okay, guys, have a good one.
right, bye.
Okay.
All right.
Likewise, Chief.
So let's see. Um, Nancy. Well, we're gonna be on like another 5-10 minutes, Chief, and that's it. Were you guys happy to see Majid? Majid like surprised everybody. He like hit me up for the call. He's like, "Yeah, I'm coming." All right, let's see. I hope okay. Hold on. You as well. Do you believe there will be a rate for the Zim, or will it redeem at 1-to-1 from Gigi?
Like I said, I've got word that the Zim notes are going to be different than redeeming them at the banks. They're bonds, so it's going to be they're going to have set things set up where you're going to get the wealth in intervals. You're not going to get it all at once. If you don't have any, you want to get some. If you have them, you're looking really good.
All right, Mark Jameson again. Get a trust if we get money, not until. Okay. All right. Green A Jackson. Yes, I have my QSIP number, whatever that is, and looked up my SESTI QV Trust V, which is being managed by Fidelity Investment. I don't know anything about that. You know anything about that, Chief?
Yeah, she's just talking about they call it the QSIP number in the public. The QSIP number, when you pull that number right there, it's going to let you know that what your how much wealth your bond holds. There's some people worth of half a half a billion dollars. You know, this. I mean, this when you find out what we know, it'll literally blow your mind. It shouldn't be any poor people or homeless on the street with the amount of wealth. Let's say if your loved one transitioned, that account is still open. So what the United States corporation is doing to bring other people over here, they're actually pulling from our parents' estate. So this is why you have people come here and they don't have to get a job. They come over here. They got gold and jewelry stores. They have dry cleaners. They have restaurants because the wealth from the people in America off of those trust accounts they pulling the interest off that and they paying these people off that. But that's getting ready to stop.
Okay, hold on. Deborah, can you take money that will be put in a trust account to another trust account once the RI goes and exchange is done? It is wise to put all the exchange money in one trust.
No, I
No,
wouldn't
you
do
want to
that.
have a separate
You,
trust for everything, right?
I wouldn't do that. Yeah, but you would. I wouldn't exhaust all of my funds with one bank. You want to try to have as many uh, trusts at different banks. You want to diversify your wealth, diversify the banks. I want the banks are going to try to ask you how much do you have. You don't tell them that. I'll just put some in one bank and then try to, because the banks are going to be compete with each other. So you're going to have different programs at different banks. But I wouldn't put all of my funds in one bank. I wouldn't put all of my funds in one trust. The rich and the wealthy have several different trusts. Unless you accumulate different assets, you're going to put that asset in a trust.
Okay, hold on, let's see. eBay is at times currency sellers. Okay, that's eBay. All right. Gigi's a Fidelity investment concerning the QSIP.
I'll tell you the best way to be able to access that estate, that account, is just get some foreign currency, guys. It's the cheapest way. Um, I wouldn't even be worried about any of this stuff. Like me, I know about that stuff right now. I got some powerful paperwork. A trust is one way you can get close to doing a lot of different things. You can't do anything in your name and associate because it wasn't given to you to be equitable in. So you need trust operates in a lot of different capacities. And so I hear people talking about trust here, but they don't go into depth with me. I was able to give it a court ticket because of my trust. You know, when you operate in trust, just makes it a bit difficult. You know, so I explain this stuff other than somebody just doing the trust for you and just tell us, the trust has many different levels and layers to it. I know
Okay, let's see. Some Glenmore says he emailed you waiting for a response.
I'll get to him.
He'll get to him. You know how many emails you probably get today?
Yeah.
Um, Shia G, are the Zimbans and the Zim Agros going? In your opinion, Chief?
Well, just look what happened in Africa, the continent of Africa yesterday. Africa went black. So something massive is going to happen.
Let's see. Papa G, Chief knows it's all BS. What's all BS, Papa G? uh, let's see. Zahari, I brought some dinars like UD for my friend. No receipts. Can I exchange? Let's see. We're gonna take like 2 or 3 more questions, guys, because we've been on for a minute. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know you got things going on there, Mac. Chief
Yes,
Mack.
ma'am.
Let's see, and then the ones that don't believe Chief should go bye bye. That's from Adrian. I think all the negative people and all the people that insult people should go bye bye. Honestly, unique. I am Chief. What's your social media handle?
I'm on TikTok, guys. You know, you go to check, pull up Chief Mack, you see me there, Chief Mack.
TikTok, Chief Mack.
Hmm.
Ted
And
Bradley.
I may start. I'm going to start going live on my YouTube. You know, I have a plethora. I have a lot of information, guys. Um, and so when you get your trust, we're gonna have to learn how to operate in trust.
Okay, and who's gonna be your first guest? Why don't you tell them on
Who's
your
gonna be
first?
what?
Who's gonna be your first guest on your first live?
You.
You
You and
guys
Dr.
better
Kid.
come watch. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
This person right here, Chief, this Usaha Barsama, thinks that they know that they know the rate of the IQD, and they're also saying the Rupiah is not going. Where are you getting your information from, Usaha? I'm wondering where are you getting your information from? That's funny how people think they just know everything, right? Do you know
I
that
don't know
they
everything,
right?
and I'm a pretty smart guy. For those who really know me, I don't know it all at all.
She, yeah, they're both bonds and they'll both go together. Yeah. Let's
For
see.
the person who asked, I
Yeah.
do the trust for people all over the whole world. The 508 C18, it's a universal trust. It's worldwide. So I've done the trust for people all over the whole world.
You guys heard that? Okay, let's see. Rhea McDowell says is asking you, Chief, what happened in Africa yesterday? If you could please repeat it for her.
But Africa blacked out. They totally separated from the U.S. and they have their own infrastructure, own internet, the whole 9 yards. So they blacked out. So we don't know what's going on over there. And I believe that they had to do that because the people in the whole continent of Africa are celebrating, which means that ZAM and any of the other foreign currencies over there are about to revalue. Guys, it's going to happen. Nobody was nobody expected to hear that when Africa did that, and it happened yesterday. It was definitely unexpected, and it happened.
All right, Usaka again. Indonesia can't RV. Lots of debt and lots of corruption. The country's debt is 8,000 trillion dollars. Okay, well they're all. Can you explain that? Because that person is just. Did you see that question? That comment, Chief? Why Indonesia? When Indonesia is everybody saying that it just went digital and it's going to Vietnam. You should really do some more research, Usaha, before you start saying stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's see, Chief Mac. I'm telling you, people should get their own YouTube channels. Boy, they know everything. Like, I don't know. Chief Mac, what is the difference between a revocable and irrevocable trust, and which one is better?
You want to for this right here, you want to get an irrevocable trust. For the trust that I do is an irrevocable trust. A revocable trust is just simple. It's easily to be pierced. It's just simple. You can change a revocable trust, but it's a lot more difficult to change an irrevocable trust. So the trust you want is the irrevocable trust when you're dealing with your asset. It's your wealth. So that's the trust that we do, the irrevocable 508c1a irrevocable trust, which is your ministry and your foundation. No, you do not need to have a church because we are the church and we are the ministry. And we're going to do real work, not the work that these churches do. They're taking your money, hit you upside the head to give you something good to listen to, you know.
All right. Jeffrey Short, he is good. He's there asking you to go live. So
Yes.
he'll let you all know when he's gonna go live. Scott Jacobson, the mods have put his email in. Mods, can you please put Chief's email in one more time? Uh let's see. Go girl, I have a list of tier one banks in my post section on my YouTube channel. Let's see. Oh, Yusaha, I'm from Indonesia. Okay, cool. She's from Indonesia. Well, okay. Well, welcome. Let's see. Who's the woman in your PFP? What's that? I don't know. Have Dr. Key approve it on. She is going to come on either tomorrow or Tuesday. All right. All right. So I guess we're pretty much done. Chief, any final words? You want to give your
Yes,
email?
if yeah, my email. You have a lot of people ask. Put my email in the chat for those that want it. A lot of people asking. It's Unity in Motion. So anybody put that in the chat. Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com. Hey guys, let's get ready, guys. I say, what a beautiful time it is to be alive when you are connected to the right people and source. It's a beautiful time to be alive, guys. There shouldn't be any reason to be hating and angry and nasty and mad unless you don't have any foreign currency. And if you don't have any foreign currency, and you in on this chat right here, shame on you. Shame on you. You should be mad and jealous of anybody causing chaos right now. You should be happy. If you have a loving heart, you should be get this foreign currency to my business. So you're working for free. So be grateful, man. That's what's wrong with folks. Folks are envious and jealous of people because their light may shine brighter than yours, but your light can shine just the same way. If you stop acting like just get rid of that hate out your heart. I got it going on, and so can you. And ain't nobody worth me focus on them but myself. So take that same approach and you'll win in life.
Yep. You're completely 100% right. All right, my friend. So you'll be on. Either I'll be on your live or you'll be back on my live. And hopefully we'll millionaires by then.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, my friend. Talk soon. Thanks to my mods and thanks for everybody that was on. I see y'all tomorrow. I might be on with Dr. Kia tomorrow. I'll let you know. I'll text you. Enjoy wherever you're at. It looks very fancy. See ya. Bye. Thanks to my mods. Bless everybody. Bye bye.